Hello students, I am come back again. Now today it is the continuation of the previous class. Just a quick recap of the previous class. That is the catabolism of amino acids. This is the structure of amino acids. It's the Zwitter ionic form where the negative and positive charges both are present. So it is as usual neutral. In the isoelectric pH or isoelectric point. It's the Zwitter ionic form of amino acid. This is the amino acid, it is the R group, that is the side chain. From the amino acid catabolism, the amino group, this is the amino group, this amino group will be released as ammonia, this amino group will be released as ammonia, and the rest part, this rest part is called the carbon skeleton. This carbon skeleton will be catabolized. I have previously discussed the catabolized product may be glucogenic or ketogenic or both. Now come to today's new topic, that is disposal of ammonia from amino acids. Disposal of ammonia. This is the ammonia is releasing. How this reaction occurs? There are almost 6 reactions. Today we will discuss the first one, which is the very important in our topic, that is the transamination reaction. Just look at the name, transamination. So means something transfer related. So the amino group will be transferred to some other compound, and from that other compound some another group will be added to this amino position of the amino acid. This reaction occurs between an amino acid and a keto acid. That is the exchange of amino and the keto groups between the amino acid and the keto acid. Just think it is amino acid X, is some amino acid, and another keto acid, that is KAY, means keto acid. This will exchange the amino group. This is the amino group. You think A means the amino group. This is the amino group. This amino group will be exchanged between the keto group of the keto acid. So amino acid will be converted into the keto acid X, and the keto acid will be transferred or converted into the amino acid Y. The most common example of this reaction, this keto acid is specifically most commonly, that is alpha ketoglutarate, and the amino acid is glutamate. Because the alpha ketoglutarate, if the keto group of the alpha ketoglutarate is replaced by amino group, that will convert it into glutamate. You know, glutamate is a 5 carbon compound, alpha ketoglutarate is 5 carbon compound. Just think about the structure, that is the glutamate. What is the structure of glutamate? CH2, CH2, COO minus. This is the glutamate. This is our glutamate. If the amino group is converted into keto group, then this is the alpha ketoglutarate, because it is the alpha position. It is a COO minus. It is the alpha position keto group. So alpha ketoglutarate from glutamic acid, that is the alpha ketoglutarate. I written it as alpha Kg, means alpha ketoglutarate. From alpha ketoglutarate to glutamate conversion. Okay, this is the transamination reaction. Now clearly you have seen that this is the structure of heart. It is obviously a funnel. You have seen this funnel. Now what is the work of funnel? It is something you pour or water or something liquid that will funneled into through a small hole into some another bottle or other things. Just like this, in our body, defined amino acids are present that will be catabolized, and by this the ammonia groups will be released. These ammonia groups will be released. But you know that ammonia is highly toxic material for our body. Now what can I do with this toxic material? We have to not get it as free ammonia. If the free ammonia in our blood, it is very very highly toxic and very very soluble in blood, and if it crosses the blood brain barrier, then it will have a severe effect. That is that you can instantly die, coma, etc. So ammonia is highly toxic to brain, so we have not disposed it as freely. The ammonia which is released, it will be captured or funneled into another amino acid, that is the glutamate. It is your point that any another amino acids that will give the amino group or release the amino group as ammonia, which will be taken up by the glutamate, and this glutamate is through the blood stream, it reaches up to the liver, and in liver there will be a specific cycle occurs, which is the fast metabolic cycle discovered by Hans Krebs. For this he also got Nobel Prize. That is the urea cycle. This ammonia will converted into urea in this urea cycle, which occurs in liver. I will discuss it urea cycle in separate video. Okay, this is the transamination reaction. So why the funnel is drawn by me here, that is the all amino groups of amino acids are funneled into glutamate, which is transported in blood up to liver. But some exceptions are present, which amino acid does not take part in transamination reaction. You have to know it. I have written it except lysine, threonine, proline and hydroxyproline. These 4 amino acid will not go in the transamination reaction. Now come to some examples of transamination reaction, that is amino acid. It is the basic formula. Okay. Now the amino acid, think it is alanine, and the keto acid obviously alpha ketoglutarate, and that will converted into alanine to pyruvate and alpha ketoglutarate to glutamate. This reaction is occurred by an enzyme. The name of the enzyme is obviously transaminase, but which transaminase? It is from alanine to pyruvate conversion, so it is the alanine aminotransferase, in short form ALT. I am written it here, alanine aminotransferase, or also it is called SGPT. You have know this term, you have known this term in your practical classes of biochemistry, you know it. The SGPT, you know why it is the alanine to pyruvate? I am just mentioning the structure of alanine and pyruvate. Just think, this is the alanine, NH3 plus CH, CO minus. This is the glycine. If it is the CH3, then it is the alanine. From alanine, if the amino group is substituted by the keto group, then it is the pyruvate. You know, CH3CO, CO minus, this is the pyruvate. And if it is the NH3 plus, then it will be the alanine amino acid. SGPT means serum glutamate pyruvate transferase, serum glutamate pyruvate transferase, SGPT, or alanine aminotransferase. The another same type of reaction, another example is aspartate. Another example is aspartate and alpha ketoglutarate. This will react to oxaloacetate and obviously glutamate, oxaloacetoacetate. Okay, oxaloacetic acid. You know, So this is known as, the enzyme is AST or aspartate transaminase. Aspartate aminotransferase, aspartate aminotransferase or SGOT. It is the oxaloacetate. So serum glutamate oxaloacetate transferase, SGOT. It is the ALT, alanine aminotransferase. It is the aspartate aminotransferase. The most important thing here, that is a important coenzyme is present, that is the PLP. All transamination reactions are held by this enzyme, coenzyme, that is PLP, means pyridoxal phosphate. Pyridoxal phosphate is the pyridoxal phosphate. This pyridoxal phosphate is the active form of vitamin B6. Active form of vitamin B6. If there is deficiency of vitamin B6, then transamination reaction will not properly occur. Now, how this vitamin B6 or PLP acts through this process or through this reaction, I am mentioning it. I am clearing the board. Vitamin B6 or pyridoxal phosphate is the coenzyme of this transamination reaction, and the transaminase enzyme, the coenzyme of the transaminase enzyme. Now this PLP remains covalently attached with lysine amino group, with lysine amino group of the protein. Protein means the enzyme, transaminase enzyme, with the protein enzyme, transaminase enzyme. Just think it is the protein enzyme. This is the protein enzyme. Okay. There is the lysine residues are present. Here it is the lysine residues. You know, in lysine residues there is the epsilon amino group is present. That is the NH3 plus CH CO minus. This is the alpha position. It is the beta, gamma, delta, epsilon. With this there is a amino group is present. This is the lysine structure. This is the lysine structure. This is the epsilon amino group, lysine. With this epsilon amino group, there is the PLP is covalently attached, pyridoxal phosphate. Okay. By this, the transamination reaction occurs. Pyridoxal phosphate, which is covalently attached with the lysine amino group of the protein enzyme. Now, how the PLP acts in the transamination reaction, I will discuss in our next video. Thank you.